René Descartes, 1596 to 1650, was a French philosopher, mathematician, and scientist who is often referred to as the father of modern philosophy. His work marks a decisive break from the philosophical traditions of the Middle Ages, laying the groundwork for the scientific and philosophical developments of the Enlightenment. Descartes is perhaps most famous for his philosophical statement, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Born on March 31, 1596 in La Haye, France, which has since been renamed Descartes in his honor, he was educated at the Jesuit College of La Flèche. In his early life, Descartes served as a soldier but soon turned towards an intellectual vocation. He traveled extensively throughout Europe, eventually settling in the Netherlands for a significant period due to its more liberal political and intellectual environment. Descartes died in Stockholm, Sweden, on February 11, 1650, while serving as a tutor for Queen Christina of Sweden. In his Meditations on First Philosophy, 1641, Descartes employed a method of radical doubt, systematically doubting all his beliefs to arrive at an indubitable foundation for knowledge. He famously concluded that while he could doubt everything, including the existence of the external world or even the existence of God, he could not doubt the existence of himself as a thinking being. This led to his most famous statement, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Descartes is known for his dualistic conception of reality, dividing existence into two distinct types of substance: mental substance, res cogitans, and physical substance, res extensa. For Descartes, the mental realm, consisting of thoughts, emotions, and perceptions, is fundamentally different from the material realm, which consists of things occupying space. In mathematics, Descartes is famous for the development of Cartesian coordinate systems, which is foundational for analytic geometry. He showed that geometrical problems could be expressed as equations and solved algebraically. Descartes' substance dualism significantly shaped subsequent discussions in the philosophy of mind, especially the mind-body problem, the question of how mental states relate to physical states. For Descartes, the mind and body are different kinds of substances, but they interact with each other in a causal relationship. Descartes' method of doubt was designed to establish a secure foundation for scientific knowledge. He argued that we should accept only those beliefs that are clear and distinct in our minds, which he took to be the hallmark of certainty. His discourse on the method, 1637, is often cited as marking the starting point of modern scientific methodology because of its emphasis on a skeptical methodical approach. Descartes is often regarded as the first modern philosopher because he prioritized the role of reason and science over tradition and dogma. His method of doubt and emphasis on the thinking subject, the cogito, as the foundation of knowledge are seen as marking the shift from medieval to modern philosophy. Descartes' work in mathematics laid the groundwork for calculus, developed by Newton and Leibniz, and remains fundamental to mathematics today. His insistence on the use of reason and observation as the means of understanding the natural world helped to shift the methodological landscape of science. While Descartes aimed to provide arguments for the existence of God and the immortality of the soul within his philosophy, his work was met with suspicion by both Catholic and Protestant authorities. His emphasis on reason and his method of doubt were seen by some as a challenge to the authority of the Church and the Bible. Descartes' dualism has been a point of contention for many philosophers. Philosophers such as Spinoza and Leibniz sought to resolve the problems of Cartesian dualism by developing monistic metaphysical systems. In the modern period, philosophers such as Gilbert Ryle criticized Descartes' dualism as positing a ghost in the machine, arguing instead for a more integrated understanding of mind and body. René Descartes was a groundbreaking figure whose work in philosophy, mathematics, and science had a profound and lasting impact. His methodical skepticism, focus on the subject as the foundation of knowledge, and dualistic metaphysics laid much of the groundwork for both modern philosophy and modern science. While some of his specific ideas, particularly his substance dualism, have been extensively critiqued, his broader methodological and epistemological contributions remain central to Western philosophy. Descartes stands as a pivotal figure whose thought represents a decisive break with the medieval past and a forging of the path towards the Enlightenment and modernity.